Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Hi, this is Abid Hussain Malik from Abid Financials. I am CPA and providing bookkeeping and accounting services to my worldwide clients. Let's start our new topic. How to clean up undeposited funds. First of all, we need to know what is undeposited fund. Undeposited fund is an account in an accounting software like QuickBooks that act as a temporary polling place for funds received but not yet deposited into your bank accounts. This account helps in organizing and tracking payments until they are actually deposited. It ensures that your financial record accurately reflect the timing of cash flows. This allows you to payment collection. When you receive the payments from the customers, they are recorded in the undeposited funds, and the batch deposits when you collect the all checks in a day and you deposit it at the day end. Then you can group multiple payments into one deposit and simplify the reconciliation process with your bank statements. Reconciliation: once the payments are physically deposited, you can move them from undeposited funds to your bank account, ensuring that your financial statements remain accurate. What is the correct flow of transactions while using the undeposited funds in the QuickBooks? Managing undeposited funds correctly is crucial for accurate financial reporting and cash flow tracking. This is a correct flow of transactions in the undeposited funds. First of all, we create the invoice, and then we create the receive payments when we receive the check. And at the day end, we deposit all these checks in a one bank deposit. And when it appear in our bank fields, we match to the relevant transactions. So this is a correct flow of the transactions. Now we start to create our invoice, and then let's move to our QuickBooks Online account. So this is our QuickBooks account, and I shall create an invoice of 200. This is a sample company. I shall go to new and create the new invoice. This is invoice menu. I shall select the customer name here. This first one is Amibers. I shall select it. I shall select the invoice date. Let's assume that its date is 20th August, and I shall select product and one product, that is design, and I assume that its rate is 200, and then I shall save it. I have created an invoice and sent to the customer. Let's assume that the customer sent me a physical check at my office at the day of 25 August. So on receiving the check in my office, I shall create a receive payment in a system. I shall go to new and click the receive payment. Since receive payment window, I shall select the customer name, that is Amy Birds, and the payment date is assumed that is 25, and I shall select now the undeposited funds. This is very important. I shall select undeposited fund because I have just received the check at my hand at my office, but I have not deposited into the bank. So I shall record this effect but not hit the bank accounts because it's not yet deposited into our bank account. So I shall select the invoice which I created, that was 820. I shall select it and then save and close. Now I shall go to reports and run the balance sheet, and this undeposited fund shall be appear on our balance sheet. This is undeposited funds head. I shall open this head and see the reports whether it has been shown in this account. This is a transaction we recorded in receipt payment on 25 August. So this is 200 is showing in our, it's showing here in the bank fields and showing the suggestion to match £1. So where is the problem? The problem is in this place, the owners or the bookkeeper, whenever this amount is shown here, they record it as income. Like they don't know what kind of income, they categorize as a uncategorized income and add it as a income. So in this way, they do not match with the relevant transactions. So the undeposited account is not cleared or not matched. So whenever this is a situation, how to handle it, and how to clean up this our undeposited funds. So next thing is how to clean up undeposited funds. So there are two methods. First one is remove and record the transactions, and the second one is create clearing accounts. We'll discuss first method, remove and record the transactions. What are merits and the demerits? The one benefit is more accurate way to clean up and reduce redundant transactions. Sales income figure is correct. Demerits need to match each transactions one by one and require the documentation. Let's apply this method to clean up our undeposited funds. What are the steps? There are 3 steps here. First of all, we need to go bank fields, checking account where we deposited our funds, and categorize section, undo the transactions. Then we shall create deposit entry and select checking account. And at the end, we shall match the transactions in the bank fields. Okay, let's move to our QuickBooks accounts. We shall go to transactions, banking transactions, and select relevant checking account where checks was deposited. That was checking account. I shall select it, and then I shall go to categorize. We categorize this transaction wrongly, recorded as uncategorized income. So in the first step, we shall undo this transactions. In the next step, we shall go to new and create the bank deposit. As this window open, it's showing all undeposited transactions where we recorded in this head. So now we are going to select this one and save and close. Okay, now this is showing the deposit with the bank deposit account. Okay, previously it was showing with the receipt payment, but now we have recorded as a bank deposit, so it's showing match with bank deposits, and we need to match. It is 25 when we deposit our that amount. In this way, I shall select match, and this will clean up our record. Now I shall see my balance sheet to view that whether it's clear. Go to balance sheet. Now I shall check undeposited account. Previously it was 2200, but now it is 2062.52. It means that its amount is cleared now. So in the first step, on the 25th, the amount was deposited in an undeposited funds, that is 200 positive, and here we create the deposit, and it's showing a negative amount, so its net effect is 0, so it is cleared now. And start of this balance 2062.52, and now this is same balance, so it means its effect is cleared now. This was our first method to clear out our undeposited fund. Now we shall discuss our second method, that is called create clearing accounts or create a dummy bank accounts. This is the same thing. So what is the benefit of this method and the merits of this method? It is quick and easy way to clean up and save the time. Demerits, it is It's less accurate and understate the income. So what are the steps for this method? There are 4 methods. First of all, we need to create clearing accounts, then create a deposit entry, and create the expense account for that amount, and ensure the clearing balance must be 0. These are the 4 steps to need to clear the undeposited funds account in this method. Let's move to our QuickBooks Online account. In the first step, I shall create new chart of account. I shall go to transaction in the chart of accounts. I shall create new clearing account. The nature of this, it would be our asset account. I shall select as a bank account, because we can say it's a dummy bank. We may select as a cash in hand. My account name is clearing bank account. And hit save. Okay, what is the next step? The next step is create deposit entry and select the clearing account. Now in second step, we shall create deposit account, bank deposit, and select that payment. That was 200. We should select it, but here in this account we should select clearing account, clearing bank account. Date is 25 and save and close. Okay, in the next step, we shall create the expense account to net off this amount. I shall go to new and select the expense account here. I shall select relevant our customer account. We have recorded bank deposit in our account, and now we shall see the balance in the balance sheet. Here is a clearing bank account and it's showing 200 balance. So it's rule that its clearing bank account must be 0. So to reduce this effect, this balance, I shall create new expense account and select the clearing bank account to zero out this balance. So I shall go to the new and create the expense account, and here I shall select our new bank. Here is checking account. I shall select the clearing bank account, and in this way I shall select category as